how much are you willing to suffer in the moment now as a collective to win together tomorrow as a team?
Stand in formation. Let's do it like soldiers. All in together now.
Listen, shut up. Hey, y'all boys, y'all know what we doing today. Y'all know the challenge. 1, 2, 3. Word. Take up those knees. There you go, there. Hey, keep your hands on the goal. There you go. There you go. Oh, shit. There you go. That's it.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome to the Dark Times channel. And I just wanted to chime in real quick to talk about what Deion Sanders is doing out in Colorado with the football team. And so Deion Sanders recently brought in some Marines to not only help out with the conditioning, but to also continue to push the message of togetherness and the importance of having the right mindset and the importance of being ready for whatever.
What we got for you guys today is unknown time, unknown distance, right? It's a principle that comes from Marine training where we don't know where our relief is coming, we don't know when it's coming, how long we'll have to stay in the battle, how long we'll have to stay in the fight, all right? So it's similar to what you guys are getting ready to go through in the next couple months, right? McNeil, where you at? Brother, you don't know when you're gonna be on that 15-play drive, right? Then you have to get that stop on the goal. Jimmy Horn, where you at? Hey, bro. You don't know when you have to run that dig, right? And catch that seam on the other side after you miss it, right? Come back, catch that, break a couple tackles and score a touchdown. I've seen you do it before. Let's earn it again today, all right? So last time we talked about servant leadership, culture, what we want to establish, what we want to do, all right? So moving into it, guys talked about mindset, and this will be very brief, all right? We talked about mindset, and what we do as Marines and how to get into this mindset is to buy into what you're doing. I train with Marines in Alaska, and this is cold. That's a lot colder. And what happens when training gets real hard, when we're staying outside, sub-zero, right? Shout out to 4th LE. They get louder. So like when training gets harder, they get louder, right? So if we can mirror that today, right? And I'll pose this as a challenge to you guys. If we can mirror that today, you guys will get through this easy. If not, we'll have to suffer a little bit. And the challenge in this is really, how much are you willing to suffer in the moment now as a collective to win together tomorrow as a team?
And so a few things stood out from this. And one of them was the message that the soldier was trying to relate as it pertains to being ready for whatever and not knowing what's coming next, not knowing when the next man is coming to relieve you. And that's a hard thing to do. That's something that's difficult for a lot of people to prepare for. And so what happens is a lot of people give up during that process, not knowing when the results are going to happen. That's a tough thing for a lot of people to get past. That's why a lot of people often give up in life, not just sports, but in life. And so this is a message that was definitely tailor-made for a Deion Sanders team. Because right off the rip, this Colorado football team, they're going to have to deal with the pressure. They're going to have to deal with the pressure this year, even more so than last year. Because number one, it's a Deion Sanders football team, so right off the rip, all eyes are going to be on them, and that's a good thing. But then on the other hand, all eyes are going to be on them. There's nowhere to hide. Because make no mistake about it, all the hate that Colorado got last year is going to be nothing compared to this year, this upcoming year. Because Deion Sanders and the Colorado football team sort of got a pass last year. They were considered somewhat underdogs for most of their games last year. So believe it or not, they actually got a pass from people within the media and people outside of Colorado. It was his first year at Colorado, taking over a one-win team the previous year, so he really wasn't expected to do a whole lot. That Colorado team wasn't expected to do a lot. But now it's going to be a different ball game. It's a whole different ball game now with the influx of talent and some of the recruits that they've been able to get. It's going to be a different ball game now because everybody's going to be expecting Deion Sanders and the Colorado football team to turn it around. And all the people that wanted Colorado and Deion Sanders to fail last year, they haven't gone anywhere. They're going to be even more boisterous this year because now they're going to feel like they have a right to. Deion Sanders had a full offseason. This is his second year. He should be in the playoffs. He should win a college championship, right? It's Deion Sanders. That's going to be the mindset for people who want to see him fail. And so they're going to be even louder than last year. And like I said earlier, they gave them a little bit of a pass last year, believe it or not. And so if they don't win big over there, if they don't win above what's expected, they're going to start to hear it. Deion's going to start to hear it. And this is something I'm sure Deion knows. This is almost a make or break season for him. Whether that's fair or not, it really doesn't matter. It makes no difference. If he's not one of those 12 teams in the playoffs in 2024, it's going to be rough for him. Not only in the media, but recruiting-wise, because all these other teams are going to be using that against him. See, look, Deion Sanders recruits all these players and he doesn't do anything with them. That's going to be the chatter. And that's exactly how it's going to play in the media. And so the message that was coming from the Marines, like I said, it's right on time. It was tailor-made for this group. And I know every team goes through the ups and the downs of any season, any sport. But the added Deion effect, it adds a whole nother dynamic. And so it's going to take a lot of togetherness. And it's going to take a military mindset, so to speak, for this team to really take everything to the next level. And I know football isn't like the military. It's not, life or death situations necessarily, but the message still relates to football because it still reinforces the need to stick together no matter what, and to embrace the situation that you find yourself in no matter what. We're all in this together no matter what we hear coming from the outside, no matter whose fault it is, no matter who did what, we're all in this together. And so shout out to the Buffs and shout out to Deion Sanders, because I'm somebody that can't wait to next season. I can't wait to see how these guys respond to the season from last year. I can't wait to see what some of these new recruits do. And to be honest, I think the atmosphere is probably going to be even more electric than it was last year. And so it's going to be exciting to see. Make sure you guys go ahead and chime in below. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. And as usual, peace and chaos.